Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. That sounds so crazy, my channel, because I really don't put much up on my channel, or at least I haven't in quite some time. But I'm so glad you clicked on this video, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for checking this out. If you've just gotten to my YouTube page, most likely because of this, thank you for checking this out. I'm Tony, and I am here to mark the 3rd anniversary or Sisterlock anniversary of my Sisterlocks. Yeah, wanted to make this video pretty quickly just to give an update and look at it from year to year. I actually have another video that I did not post yet, so I don't know. I'll see how that goes if I have the opportunity to actually piece it together and put it up before this video. But it is a video where I was doing the pipe cleaner curls for the very first time. I always joke about the fact that like I probably won't be making these like special videos with me doing styles and whatnot and posting it, but I actually tried it one day and I did like little snippets. So we'll see how that goes, because I know you might be interested to see that. I know I was interested to see it, and this is part of the reason why I actually started documenting this journey, is because much like yourself, probably you saw somebody with Sisterlocks, or you were looking for a new hairstyle and you saw somebody with it, and then this journey of searching YouTube videos and watching them back to back began, because I know that's what I did. Yes, so this is just a quick update video to show you where I'm at year 3. It is February 2020, and at the end of the month, I think my Sisterlock anniversary is around like the 18th or the 17th. Can't remember. I know it was a 2-day process. Please forgive the noise that you might hear from outside. It's a little bit warm in my apartment, and I had to open the window so I don't die. But let's see. Yeah, so this is 3 years, and I will have to look back at the last video to see the difference, but maybe you can see if you're checking through the videos on my page that now I think we are at shoulder length, right? I feel it on the shoulders, right? And let's see, I just got my retightening a couple days ago, so that's another thing I debated on doing. When do I actually do the video? Because for those of you who have your Sisterlocks already, you know that you have kind of like stages or phases during that period from when you get your retightening to when you're waiting for your next retightening, where it's like maybe the middle week, or you know, like that in-between period. That's like exactly in between is a little bit better. I shouldn't say better, but you just might enjoy the way that your hair looks more so. So I was debating on that, because my hair just decides to do what it wants to do when it wants to do it, and I can't really like predict it really. I don't know if it's weather related. I don't know if it's the amount of sweat that I might have in my hair from working out. I don't know if it's me needing to wash my hair or a particular product, but there's some days when my hair just hangs even more. So you know, if I sat here and tried to wait for the day when like my hair was at its most maximum length, and you know, I wasn't as scalpy from my retie, like this video might never come. So I said, let me just go ahead and seize the opportunity and let it happen, make it happen. Maybe the one difference with this video is the fact that the last video, I think I did a braid out. Yes, that's true. I braided my hair and let it be a little bit wavy and stretched more so you could see that. Right now, I literally got my hair retightened a couple days ago, so I didn't have anything done to it. It was just the retightening only. So this is what it looks like with the retightening. And keyword, you might hear something new if you watched the last videos, is that I got it retightened. I didn't self-retie this time. For like, let's see, how long was I self-retightening? I think for definitely at least a period of a year. A little more than a year, time I was doing my own reties. And as my lactician said the other day, she was like, she gives me claps and high fives, pat on the back for me actually going through that process and doing it by myself, because when she is doing it, she says, oh my gosh, you have a lot of hair. I don't know how you do this. Like, your arms must fall off. And it's true. So I'll tell you 2 reasons why I decided to make that shift, to going back to the lactician to have her do it for me as opposed to me doing it myself. Reason number 1 that I kind of alluded to just now is the fact that it takes me about a week to do my own retightenings. I will do the first day after the wash would just be the first half, like the front half of my head, so that I can continue to like walk around and go outside and kind of look like normal, like nothing's going on here. And then I would go in the next day. Let me say it takes, on a good day, it will take 3, on a good on a good retightening period phase for myself, it would happen in 3 days. But I will spread that 3 days over the course of a week just because of the way my schedule is and what I have to do. So on that second day, I would do the back left half, and then the next day, the third day, I would do the back right half. Now, that was fine. I didn't not enjoy it. I didn't dread it too much. I actually was like, you know, it's a thing that I have to do. And while I was in the process of doing it, it felt therapeutic. It was nice. But what I started to realize, or what I started to find was, although I wasn't marrying too many locks together anymore, I did that in the beginning, I felt like I may have been doing something a little bit wrong. Not something that was too detrimental, but something may have been off in that beginning process of me locking it myself, and I felt like I didn't want to risk it. Like, I wanted to just go in for a checkup, you know? I wanted to go in to the doctor, the lock doctors, and say, you know, am I doing everything okay? Do my locks look good? Are they all right? Because I did have some areas of concern that were separate from, you know, if you watch the other videos, or separate from the edge concern. I'll talk about that in a second. But like areas back here, if I could find, I had some locks that looked like they were really like skinny at the top, and then they'd be skinny like in the middle here, the kind of thick down here, and then thick again back up here, which was telling me that either I was missing hairs as I was going around, or something was just off. So I just wanted somebody else who could stand like apart from my head, look at it from the bird's eye view, make sure that they're getting everything all together, and then also to make sure that my grid could look like some sort of a grid. Now, I didn't used to be too concerned about a grid while I was doing it, but after I've gotten it retightened, after that period of a year and a half that I was doing it myself, when I saw my locks again, I was like, oh. First of all, I was surprised that they were even able to give me a grid back. I thought it was just one of these things that once your grid is gone and you know, you do it yourself, or it's shifted too much, there's just like no hope and it can't come back. I mean, maybe it can't, like to a certain extent your grid can kind of shift and things like this, but I didn't think I would see like my scalp in uniform rows again. So I was very, very happy about that. But let me see if I can, this is not a good example, if I could find it in the meantime. But then the other thing, I was just going to try to show you an example of what I was talking about, one of the concerning locks that I thought I was doing something bad on my own, even though when I got to the loctician, she was like, no, you're doing good, your locks, they look fine, you know, you're doing a pretty good job. The other concern I had was, it dawned on me that I was going the wrong rotation in the front only. It just, I don't know, it was just like mind blowing to me. And if for those of you who do your own retightenings, if you've ever experienced this, let me know. Did you originally do that the clock pattern, or I know some people do the north, west, south, east, whatever pattern, in but it's still like going around, you know? I somehow got myself confused. Okay, so here's an example, but I think this one may have, you know, I may have combined this one at one point. Nope, nope, this is all one. But if you can see how it's like super, like it's about to pop out and go somewhere else, and then up here it's starting to get back together, because like it's as if the hairs that should have been in here didn't make it through here, or maybe I waited too, I don't know. I really can't even begin to tell you what the science is behind locks not forming properly, or for them like thinning throughout the middle. If I come across what that reason is, I will type that in the description box or something like that. But so yeah, that was one thing. The other thing was that towards the front, I realized I was retightening in a backwards direction. I was going, if you're supposed to go clockwise, I was going anti-clockwise, and then that started to freak me out. When I realized that was even the more push for me, and I said, I gotta go, because I this is too much of a time investment, of definitely of a financial investment, for me to just let it all go down the tubes by me doing something incorrectly and then trying to fix it on my own, but not really knowing if I'm fixing it. Whew. So that's what I did. Okay, so for the past, I did it for February, and I did it in December. So the last two retightenings I had were at the salon, and I do go to Vanity Hair Studio. I don't know why it always, like, when I'm thinking about it, I can't like call the name, but anyway, they are in Brooklyn, New York. So if you are in the area and you're looking for a loctician, that is definitely where you should go. I even know people who are not from the area and they still make that troop. I am one of those people. So yeah, it's just been a nice experience to have somebody else do this for me. And guess what? It takes them a long time to retighten my hair too. It takes 5 hours and 15 minutes with just like a half of a second of a break for me to go pee. I tend to like not even drink water when it's happening. I definitely don't eat, because I just, you know, I just want it to be over and done with. So yeah, that's that. As you can see, there are some locks that have broken off in the front half. I guess maybe just being weak, that could have been something that I did when I was retightening. It actually, it had happened even before I was the one who was the sole person who was doing my own locks myself. That happened in the past. So I think it's just, I don't know, I think it's just a thing that can go down with your locks. If maybe I don't know, maybe I was putting my hair up and there was stress in that area, and it just couldn't take it. Even sometimes, every once in a while, you'll see that happen at a lock that's at the bottom, and it just like kind of thins out. It gets like a little string, and then this part just decides to piece out on its own. So that's that. Hairline wise, hairline is still what it is. There's not much change with that, except for the fact that other hairs are there and, you know, compensate and take its place for that thinning stuff I would tell you about before. Okay, sorry, I got cut off a second ago. My iPhone just told me that I had no more storage left, so I had to do a quick delete. Hopefully I have enough time on here left. But anyway, I was just going to show you the the hairline spot. Like everything here to me is, it's like it's the same, but it's better in a sense. Like I said, if I went down the middle and, you know, like this, it would look odd, but I still to this day have not found myself in this position where just these locks are just chilling right here. You know, this is always laying down or this is going this way. Wind blowing it around doesn't really make much of a difference. And that was the weaker side in my opinion. And yeah, this part over here too. Look, like if I went down the line of it, it would seem like it's spaced out here, but at the same time, it doesn't really, you know? So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with my locks, happy with my progress, happy with the freedom that it affords me and the less time it takes me to do my hair. Oh, try to go back to how I was before when I started this video. Um, yeah, my locks are thick. The interesting thing is when I was looking at pictures, I was doing an album, a photo album, and putting together pictures from, I mean, literally from I was a baby, like an infant, all the way up till now. And I was looking at pictures, especially from high school, and my hair was pretty thick then when I had a relaxer, but it's just so funny how you don't notice things or you don't really pay attention to things and or appreciate things when you're in the moment. So that's one thing that I'm being aware of now and working on doing now is that whatever it is that I got now, I'm grateful for it, I'm thankful for it, I'm appreciative of it, and I'm not like looking forward in terms of saying I'll be happy when my hair is down to here or when it's this or when it's that. I think even with this, you know, that's even for everything else in life. But just speaking about my locks and my hair, I think even when I look back on my locks in the beginning stages, I loved them then, and I was looking at pictures of them like when I was in the moment then, I was like, oh, they're cute, you know, except probably that video when I was saying, oh my goodness, shrinkage is real. Got cut off again. All right, cue to wrap this up. Anyway, I was saying shrinkage is real. It was real for me, but even when I look back at those photos and that time, and when I was in that time, I did love my cute bob hairstyle that I had. It was doing its thing then as well. So just my advice to all of you out there who might be looking at videos and pictures of other people who are at different stages. I know it's nice to like kind of imagine what your hair will look like in the future because that's what you're, you know, you're looking forward to or you're thinking of, but still just embrace your space, your time, what your hair is doing for you right then and there. That's it, you guys. Maybe I'll just do like a quick, I can't really do too much with my hair at this moment because it's tight from retightening and my hair just does not deal well with tension, but I was going to just try to like move it around in different ways. I literally only have a few styles. They're pretty much the same ones, but yeah, let me do that for you now. Okay, I'm just kidding. This is just going to be a general idea because my hair right now is stiff, like I told you, and is not really necessarily going to want to cooperate, but I kind of do this thing here, which is still the same thing that I did before, but now more of the locks can come over, and it eventually just has like it's just like a steeper part to the side. Okay, you get the idea. Then there's very rarely just a straight back. um, I don't know why. I guess my head looks flat to me when I do that. I like to have height on my hair, but there's this kind of backwards thing. And then of course there's the middle part, which who knows if I'm gonna find that right now because she did finish off the locks to go to one side. So let me see. You can kind of get the idea. that this is what the middle part would look like, right? And then, oh, that's one thing I notice now is like it getting caught on straps and stuff in the back. Do have that layered thing going on with the front that is shorter than the back. Then the other thing is the buns. Oh, you know what I do now too? That's different. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's not really gonna be too pretty, but I can now tie my hair with my own hair. So when I can't do it right now. I'm sorry, that'll have to be for another video, side piece of a video, but like if I want to put my hair up, I don't have to use any pins or a scrunchie or anything. I can use my own hair, and I kind of just like knot it, and like not knot it tight, but like, you know, put it into place, and it holds with its own hair. It holds by itself. I'm just trying to go quickly here because I feel like I don't have any storage in my phone and I'm gonna be cut off soon. So yeah, I could do something to this effect, and it kind of is, see, it's there by itself, doing its thing. Stick that bad boy up there, and you know, voila, voila. And then of course there's the all the way up bun. Still definitely do that. You're not gonna really get much of a look of what that is right now. Oh, because that's gonna be painful. But, and I can never do it like, you know, this. I have to be hanging straight over, and I'm probably gonna delete this because I don't know what I'm doing right now. But yeah, that's the update. Sister locks, 3 years of locks. Very happy with it. If you have any questions, concerns, tips, ideas, suggestions, high fives you want to leave me, please feel free to do that. And I thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys so much. Have a wonderful day and a beautiful sister lock journey. Bye.